Broadcasting for a worldwide audience.
You're listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters. Welcome back to the Rock Show. This week, I'm focusing on disappointment, really. You know, you hear a really great track, and you can't wait for the album to come out, and then the album's crap, and you're really disappointed. Well, everything on today's list is a great tune from a crap album. We're going to start off with Andy Black. If you recognise that name, that's because he's the front man of Black Veil Brides, usually called Andy Biersack. Why he changed that, I don't know. Mind you, I'd change it if I was called Biersack. Anyway, this is the debut single to his debut album. This is a fantastic track. We Don't Have to Dance.
To myself, I break it to you easy. This is hell, this is hell. You're looking and whispering, you think I'm someone else. This is hell, yes, literal hell. We don't have to talk, we don't have to dance, we don't have to smile, we don't have to make friends. It's so nice to meet you, let's never meet again. We don't have to talk, we don't have to dance, we don't have to dance. We don't have to talk. We don't have to talk, we don't have to dance. We don't have to talk, we don't have to dance. We don't have to talk.
Yeah, great tune. I love that when that came out. I can't find a UK chart position for it. But it did well in the States on several charts. The US Alternative Digital Songs on the Billboard, that was number 16. Hot Rock Songs, number 23. And Rock Digital Songs, number 16. So, you know, people liked it. It did well. And then the album, The Shadow Side, took ages to come out. Really was looking forward to it, and it was so poppy, and I can't tell you how disappointed I was. Thankfully, he's back with Black Veil Brides, and they got some new stuff out, and they're touring, and all's good. But, yeah, that's the last time I bought an album and then binned it the same day. Never done that before. Iron Maiden are next. Can I Play With Madness?
Can I play with madness?
Yes, indeed. From the seventh studio album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, and that really was Iron Maiden's first crap album. The single did well, hit number 3 in the UK singles charts, 1988. And like a lot of Maiden songs, it's got a story behind it. About a young man who wants to learn about the future from an old prophet with a crystal ball. I don't know what happened to that album. There's only one other track on it that's okay, and that's Clairvoyant. The rest of it, really don't know what they were thinking. The next one on this list, I ummed and ahed about it, but I have played it a few times, so I can't pretend I don't like it, because I do. But most Kiss fans really didn't. This is Crazy Crazy Nights.
Whoa! Here's a little song for everybody out there. People try to take my soul away, but I don't hear the rap that they all say. They try to tell us we don't belong. That's alright. We're millions strong. This is my music. It makes me proud. These are my people, and this is my crowd. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Sometimes days are so hard to survive. Oh yeah, a million ways to bury you alive. Hey, the sun goes down like a bad, bad dream. You end up tight, gotta let off steam. They say they can break you again and again. If life is a radio, turn up to 10. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Whoa! These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Come on! These are crazy, 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 crazy Yeah. And nobody's gonna change me, 'cause that's who I am. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Oh yeah. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Whoa. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. 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 These are crazy, 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 crazy
From 1987, from the album Crazy Nights. Lyrically not very prophetic, and in some cases lying. You are my people, you are my crowd. Well, Kiss fans didn't like it. It had really changed from the hard rock, heavy metal sound they'd been producing before. And then saying, no one's going to change me, that's who I am. Well, they had changed, didn't they? They dropped the sound that everybody liked. So the album bombed. It did okay here, like I said, making number 3 in the UK singles charts. In the States, not so good. number 67, I think, on the Billboard. No, number 65. So I put it in because it did better here, and everybody did love it. But it's not what Kiss were about, and they did drop that sound after that. Next one is on because I've mentioned them a few times. I've played a band called Cut over the last few shows, and I said this is what L7 would have been like if they were good. Well, when L7 popped onto the scene, this was a track that was all over the radio and heavy metal magazine shows. And it was another occasion where I thought, you know, the album's got to be good. This was L7 with the Wargasm. You know what? I haven't heard that in ages. I still like it, though. Wargasm. Not a single from the album Bricks Are Heavy, but they had a cracking video, and it was everywhere. It was such a shame that Bricks Are Heavy was so boring. There's a couple of tracks on it that were all right. Shitless springs to mind. But it was a bit grungy and a bit dull. Still. The next one proves that even greats can cock things up. This is Metallica. On the album Saint Anger from 2003. That was the fourth single from the album, Some Kind of Monster. And the only thing I can say with that one is at least you don't hear too much of that hideous metal snare, because honestly, what were they thinking? I'm all for bands experimenting and changing their sound if they can get away with it, but my word, that one was awful. And Some Kind of Monster was also the title of a documentary by the band, which is actually very, very good. That song didn't do so well in the charts, unfortunately. Another one who started off so well was Nickelback. This is Rockstar.
I'm through with standing in line. The clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. Tell me what you want. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me. For what you need. I'll need a credit card that's got no limit, and a big black jet with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet. Been done. I want a new tour bus full of old guitars. Find a star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me. So how you gonna do it? I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be great like Elvis without the tassels. Hire 8 bodyguards that love to beat up assholes. Sign a couple autographs so I can eat my meals for free. I have a quesadilla. I'm gonna dress my ass with the latest fashion. Get a front door key to the Playboy mansion. Gonna date a centerfold that loves to blow my money for me. So how you gonna do it? I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I'm gonna sing those songs that offend the senses. Gonna pop my pills from a Pez dispenser. Get washed up singers writing all my songs. Lip sync them every night so I don't get them wrong. Well, we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We'll all stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
I thought they'd fix things after the Black Horse album, Dark Horse, whatever it was called, I can't remember. That was Rockstar from 2005, initially only released in the US and Canada. Then it went global. It became their most popular single. It peaked at number 2 here in the UK, been certified platinum. And the spoken word vocals between each verse provided by Billy Gibbons as ZZ Top. But it turned out that all the right reasons was wrong. I was quite surprised, actually, at how many of these tracks there were. I only had a few in mind when I first sat down to think about this. But as the rest of the list will prove, I'm probably going to be unpopular with some of this. I probably already am, but I don't care. This is my show. But they're all great tracks with disappointing albums. And the next one, I'd never heard of this band when I heard this track. It's Against the Current. We're running with the Wild Things. There you go, Against the Current. The album was In Our Bones, their debut album. Now, I always knew I was taking a risk with this one because they identify as a pop rock band, but unfortunately that album, except for that track, was all pop and no rock. And frankly, I haven't bothered to listen to anything else. I might go back and have a nose and see what they're up to, but I doubt it. You're listening to Radio Lewis, where the music matters, and this is a rock show. Great track. Shame about the album. And the next one needs no introduction on that score.
Hour, you turn and cower, see it turn to dust. Move on a stone dark night, we take to flight. Snowfall turns to rust, seeming to fuse in mind like a nursing rhyme. Fat man starts to fall, here in a hostile place. I hear your face start to call. And if you think that I've been losing my way, that's because I'm slightly blinded. And if you think that I don't make too much sense, that's because I'm broken-minded. Don't keep it inside. Strong words in a Ganges sky, I have to lie. Shadows move in pairs, ring out from a bruised postcard in the shooting yard, looking through the tears. Out of the black slate time, we move in line, but never reach an end. Falling along straight down as the ice comes down, rivers start to bend. And if you think that I've been losing my way, that's because I'm slightly blinded. And if you think that I don't make too much sense, that's because I'm broken-minded. Don't keep it
That was a great tune, originally written for a Levi's advert that spent a week at the top of the UK singles charts, went mental everywhere. I went running out to buy the Mind's Eye album, and my God, it was shocking. Scared of Ghosts is also okay, but that's only because it sounds like Inside. Still, Peter Lawler did a good job on Inside, I have to say that. He played all the instruments on that recording. The introductory chorus sung by the Ambrosian Singers. But Mind's Eye, what a calamity of an album. The next one was a thorough disappointment because they'd been so good up to this point. This single's not bad. This is Theory of a Dead Man with RX.
Up to a cloudy day, dark rolls in and it starts to rain. Staring out to the gates like walls. Time goes by and the shadows crawl. Crushing candy, crushing pills. Got no job, mom pays my bills. Texting exes, get my fill. Sweating bullets, Netflix chills. World's out there singing the blues. 20 more dead on the evening news. Think to myself, really what's the use? I'm just like you, I was born to lose. Why, oh why can't you just fix me? When all I want to feel numb, but the medication's all gone. Why, oh why does God hate me? When all I want to get high and forget this so-called life. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. Can't wait to feel better than I ever will. Tack that shit like a kid on Benadryl. Chase it down with a hopeful smile. Hate myself, I can go for miles. They say family's all you need. Someone to trust can help you breathe. Inhale that drug, but you start to choke. You fall on the outs of an inside joke. Why, oh why can't you just fix me? When all I want's to feel numb, but the medication's all gone. Why, oh why does God hate me? Cause I've seen enough of it, heard enough of it, felt enough of it, had enough of it. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. Superman is a hero, but only when his mind is clear though. He needs that fix like the rest of us, so he's got no fear when he saves that bus. All the stars in the Hollywood Hills, Snapchat live when they pop them pills. All those flavors of the rainbow, too bad that shit don't work though. Your friends are high right now, your parents are high right now. That hot chick's high right now, that cop is high right now. The president's high right now, your priest is high right now. Everyone's high as fuck right now, and no one's ever coming down. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate.
That song did fantastically well. Hit the top of some of the charts. It's praised for its message about the dangers of drugs and alcohol. And yet, the album was so different from everything else they've done. I love their previous two albums, and suddenly we've got this pop rock thing going on, and another real belt of disappointment. I really hope Theory of a Dead Man go back to what they do best, because when they are doing that, they really are fantastic. The album on that one, of course, was Wake Up Call, which is a great title if you're going to go with that message that RX gives. It's just a shame that the rest of it wasn't up to par. This, of course, is only my opinion, so if you like it, carry on listening to it. Now, I've never been the biggest Muse fan in the world. I've always found them a little bit depressing. And then I heard this.
I'm trapped and my back's up against the wall. I see no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out, no one can see. The pressure's growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Your lane changing is accelerating me. I'm hitting the ground and I'm sprinting. I'm falling behind, now I'm tuning out. Don't push me. Don't push me. Let me get off the ground. To you I'm no longer bound. Don't stop me. Don't choke me. I need you out of my head. You got me close to the edge. I'm feeling the pressure, I can't break it. No one can hear me screaming out. Get out of my face, out of my mind. I see your corruption, I'm not blind. I'll carry the burden and take the strain. And when I am done, I'll make you pay. Don't push me. Don't push me. Let me get off the ground. To you I'm no longer bound. Don't cut me. Don't thwart me. I need you out of my head. You got me close to the edge. Don't push me. Don't push me. Let me get off the ground. To you I'm no longer bound. Don't stop me. Don't block me. I need you out of my head. You got me close to the edge.
Pressure. That's the fourth single, I think, from the eighth studio album, Simulation Theory, from 2018. Now, they were playing on Later Live with Jules Holland, and I wasn't paying attention, really. He said Muse, and I sort of switched off, and then I heard that. And I had to go and then find out what it was called, because I hadn't paid attention, as I said. And I thought it was brilliant. I still haven't managed to listen to all of Simulation Theory to really make up my mind on it, so it's probably a bit unfair that I've put it in here. But I can't listen to it all because I get bored. It's a bit US political, and I can't take any of that seriously, really. I'm going to have to try, and if it turns out that it is a good album, I'll retract it, apologise, and play the song again in a proper setting. But I love that track. Just can't wrap my head around Muse. The next one doesn't really belong on the rock show, except it's a cracking tune. But it's the only thing they've ever done that I like. This is the Cranberries. Zombie, of course, from 1994. No Need to Argue was the name of the album. That was the lead single. Made number 14 here in the UK. But I said I've tried to listen to their other stuff and I just don't get it. I really don't. I'm sorry about that. But that was a protest about the 1993 IRA bombing in Warrington, and in memory of two young victims, Jonathan Ball and Tim Parry. It's a great tune, and for all the right reasons it's a great tune. It's just a shame that nothing else ever was. At least in my opinion, again, this is my opinion. So do feel free to shout at me or do whatever you like. If you disagree with me, you probably will disagree with me with my next choice. It's Kasabian.
Take me tonight, I'm an easy lover. Take me into the fight, I'm an easy brother. I'm on fire. Burn my sweet effigy. I'm a road runner. Spill my guts on the wheel. I wanna taste the heart. I'm on fire.
That's another one that I will argue is a bit unfair. from the album West Rider Pauper Lunatic Asylum, which is a mouthful, from 2009. That's fire. Their highest charting single here in the UK. It made number 3 on the UK singles charts. Made number 1 in Scotland. The rest of the album just doesn't speak to me, so that's why it's there for... I'm just giving it a disappointing. It's not crap. I'm out of time. I've had a bit of fun with this, and I've sort of the time's run away from me. It's my last one. It should be a warning to you, actually. When a really popular track turns out to be a cover. This was blatantly, obviously, a cover to anybody with anyone who was conscious. This is Alien Ant Farm, and obviously it's Smooth Criminal. You've been listening to The Rock Show here on Radio Lewes, where the music matters. I've been Ben Fuller. This has been Great Tracks. Shame about the album. Thank you so much for listening. I'll leave you with the Ant Farm.
She was struck down, it was her doom. Annie, you
Local webcasting for a worldwide audience.